Welcome to the Beer Search Party. This is Sean Inman with you with another spontaneous, fast, under 5 minute, quick, speedy, Gonzalez review of a beer that I've got in my fridge. Well, no, not in the fridge, but anywho, Port Brewing Midnight Session Lager. Now, Port Brewing, as you may have noticed if you've had some of theirs, they have nice little stories about midnight surfing sessions on this one, but on other bottles they have different stories, most revolving about some aspect of the beer. And this one is a black lager, which is extremely popular nowadays, and it's about 5% alcohol, as I twirl the bottle around. Black, lighter beers are getting to be all the rage. Black IPAs, or as they're called up in Oregon and Washington, the Cascadian Dark, or Black Lager or Black IPA. You have the ale and the lager. Generally, it's a Black IPA, and on this other side, it's a Black Lager, somewhat like a Full Sail Session beer. Hence why this one says Sessions as well. These are lighter, easy to drink, but dark. And I know one of the misconceptions people have is that, oh, it's dark, it's got to be heavy or alcoholic or all those sort of adjectives. But this is a light 5% lager. And it's just a matter of which malt they've used for this particular recipe. So let's take a smell of the Port Brewing Midnight Sessions. Getting some chocolate, a little bit of coffee notes off of this. Yeah, a lot of roasty coffee with a hint of chocolate to it as well. But it's light and it's got a nice little fizz to it. It's almost very similar to the Irish Dry Stout that I just had, the Carlo's Irish Dry. It's got a lot of those same characteristics. The Guinness has that roasted malt thing and it just takes over. The lager and the porter are somewhat similar in that almost, because they're easy to have a base of operations off of almost. Or I'm just talking out of you know what, but it's very light. Yeah, almost coffee soda-ish to a certain extent. It's just like a roasty malty lager. There's not much linger, it just goes right through. I mean, this is definitely an easy session beer. You'll see a lot of times these 22-ounce bottles, you're like, oh geez, it's 11%. I'm going to have to crack this open with a friend. But this is something that you could have a couple hits off of over an hour or two and be not that much the worse for wear. And Port Brewing is in San Diego, San Clemente, Carlsbad, in that area. They're partnered up with Lost Abbey. They're one and the same basically. And I actually prefer the Port Brewing stuff. I just recently had their Mango IPA, which was really good. A lot of grapefruit notes in that. And generally, anything that Port puts out into bottles, like Shark Bite Red, this one, and the Mango, all very, very good. And to me, just a sniff above the Lost Abbey stuff. But then again, that's just the way, that flavor palette that I have. So if you're in the mood for a nice, light, but still roasty, chocolatey beer, this is the one for you. Port Brewing's Midnight Sessions Lager. Thanks very much for watching, and have a great night. Cheers.